Hello there, you're watching Rajya TV. This is the news at 10. I'm Ashwarya Kapoor and here are the latest headlines. Supreme Court refuses SIT probe into alleged Birla Sahara payoffs to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, says random materials are meritless. Amazon removes doormats resembling the Indian tricolour after Indian government's threat to rescind visas of the company's employees. Army foils infiltration bid along the line of control, kills 2 terrorists in Poonch. Attempt comes after 9th of January terror attack on GREF camp in Akhnur. Air pollution causes 1.2 million deaths in India every year, says a Greenpeace report. Adds no Indian city meets WHO air quality norms, with Delhi being the most polluted. And Russia was indeed responsible for hacking ahead of the election, says Donald Trump for the first time, but disputes intelligence reports that Moscow acted to help him win. Well, our top story at the top of this hour, in a big blow to the Congress party and Rahul Gandhi, the Supreme Court on Wednesday rejected a petition seeking a probe into the Sahara diaries, saying that there was no conclusive evidence. Well, the apex court dismissed a senior lawyer Prashant Bhushan's PIL for investigation into the documents seized in the income tax raids, which had names of politicians including Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Sheila Dikshit. Now, dismissing the plea, the Supreme Court said that there was no conclusive evidence to order for an inquiry, as the mere diaries and loose sheets cannot be taken as admissible evidence in the court. Remember, Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi had last year accused Prime Minister Narendra Modi of personal corruption for taking kickbacks from Sahara and Aditya Birla Group in 2014 when he was the Chief Minister of Gujarat, and he had demanded a probe into the matter.
ये तो इन्फॉर्मेशन है जो कि इनकम टैक्स ने सीज किया, इनकम टैक्स ने उसका अप्रेजल किया, इनकम टैक्स ने उन्हें सही माना, जो ये दिखा रहे हैं कि बहुत सारे लोगों को सहारा के केस में तो कि किस किस दिन कितना कितना अमाउंट कहां पर किसने जाकर किसको दिया, और उसकी 50 एंट्रीज हैं, जिसमें कि 9 एंट्री तो मोदी जी की हैं 40 करोड़ की.
And Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi singled out Prime Minister Narendra Modi for the demonetization exercise that he said had heaped untold hardships on the common man. Now, addressing the Jan Vedna Sammelan of the Congress party, he alleged that the note ban decision had been a personal decision of Narendra Modi. While accusing the ruling party of unleashing a climate of fear, Rahul Gandhi exhorted his party workers to counter it. He also accused the BJP of weakening national institutions. The Congress Vice President also highlighted several shortcomings in the NDA government's 2.5-year rule, saying that Modi's promise of Achhe Din will only be realized when the Congress returns to power.
ये दो फिलॉसफीज की लड़ाई है. एक फिलॉसफी कांग्रेस पार्टी की फिलॉसफी कहती है डरो मत, और दूसरी फिलॉसफी कहती है डरो और डराओ. डिमोनेटाइजेशन का मैसेज क्या है मैं बताता हूं. हिंदुस्तान के देशवासियों, आपका भविष्य नरेंद्र मोदी के हाथ में है. सिर्फ नरेंद्र मोदी जी के हाथ में और किसी के हाथ में नहीं. फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम इन आवर हिस्ट्री, a Prime Minister of India is being ridiculed the world over.
And earlier, top Congress party leaders came together at the party's Jan Vedna rally in the national capital to criticize the demonetization exercise of the Modi government, and describing the initiative as being ill-advised. Now, many leaders, including former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh and former Finance Minister P. Chidambaram, said that far from the common man's hardships being over, the worst was yet to come.
The one-day Jan Vedna conclave of the Congress party on Wednesday saw top leaders of the party going all out against the Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the issue of demonetization. while former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh termed demonetization as a disaster, saying it has hit the employment generation. Leader of opposition in the upper house, Ghulam Nabi Azad, categorized it as the biggest scam in India's history.
What a disaster this demonetization move was. It has hurt the country very badly. The things have gone from bad to worse in the last 2 months, but I venture to think that the worst is yet to come.
कि अब दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा स्कैम ये नोटबंदी है। ये सबसे बड़ा स्कैम है। जब भी इसकी इंक्वायरी होगी, कैसे इंक्वायरी होगी, कब होगी, लेकिन आज मैं ये दावे से कहता हूं कि दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा स्कैम।
Former Finance Minister P. Chidambaram also pointed out the flaws in the note ban decision and raised a question on the cabinet meeting held on 8th of November. General Secretary of the party, Ahmed Patel, also termed the leaders of the ruling party as arrogant.
The RBI could not have recommended remonetization. How is the cabinet waiting? RBI's recommendation comes to the cabinet. And I'm going to tell you something. According to the records that we have been able to access so far, there is no record of a cabinet meeting.
आज एक ऐसी सरकार सत्ता में है कि जिनके लोगों में एक अहंकार है, एक घमंड है, और जैसे समझ रहे हैं कि सत्ता में आए हैं तो कभी सत्ता से जाएंगे ही नहीं।
The Congress party also released a booklet on the issue of demonetization and paid homage to those whom the party alleged died due to the decision. Vishal Dahiya, Rajya Sabha TV, Delhi.
And reacting to Rahul Gandhi's remarks, the BJP has said that he was becoming a spokesperson for those with black money. Well, the party claimed that the whole country today was backing the Prime Minister in the war against black money.
ये ऐसी आलोचना करना, कुछ ना कुछ बेकार आरोप करना, उसमें कोई मतलब नहीं है. What is the scam in this? There is nothing. This is openly done, transparent, and then everybody has been asked to account for the money they have. Where is the scam? The Congress party is worried about the growing popularity of Shri Narendra Bhai Modi.
उनको मालूम होना चाहिए कि देश की जनता को उनके जरिए भड़काने की सारी कोशिशें नाकाम हो गई हैं. देश की जनता पूरी तरह से प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के साथ खड़ी है और काले धन के खिलाफ जो नरेंद्र मोदी जी का अभियान है उसको देश के 125 करोड़ लोगों का समर्थन प्राप्त है.
Meanwhile, the Trinamool Congress took its protest against the Narendra Modi government's demonetization move to President Pranab Mukherjee for the third time on Wednesday. Well, a delegation of 30 TMC MPs met the president and submitted a memorandum to him alleging super emergency has been imposed in the country. The MPs also held Prime Minister Narendra Modi responsible for the death of 120 people caused allegedly by the demonetization move and sought President Mukherjee's intervention as they say that the situation has turned grim. They also alleged vendetta politics being played out by the centre against the opposition party, highlighting the arrest of senior TMC MPs Sudeep Bandyopadhyay and Tapas Pal by the CBI in the Rose Valley Chit Fund scam case. Now to some other news now. Well, just weeks ahead of the Union Budget, now Reserve Bank Governor Urjit Patel urged the centre to take steps to cut high central and state borrowings to ensure good policy housekeeping for stable macroeconomic conditions. Now, speaking at the Vibrant Gujarat Summit in Gandhinagar, Patel said that the government debt to GDP ratio was taking its toll on the country's sovereign ratings. He cited International Monetary Fund data to show that the country's deficit is one of the highest among the G20 countries. Well, the RBI governor also said that the government needed to be mindful of subsidizing credit or providing credit guarantees, as such schemes can add to the government debt.
We have to take cognizance of these comparisons and facts as we go forward to make progress. Specifically, this will help us to better manage risks for ourselves and thereby mitigate financial volatility. While some government guarantees and limited subventions can help, steep interest rate subventions and large credit guarantees also impede optimal allocation of financial resources and increases moral hazard.
On to the other big story of the day. Well, Amazon.com has removed doormats resembling the Indian tricolour from its Canadian website. Well, this came after Indian government's threat to rescind the visas of the US company's employees if they did not stop selling the product. Well, the development came after a Twitter user brought to External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj's attention that Amazon Canada was selling doormats featuring the Indian flag. Well, Sushma took to the Twitter saying that Amazon must tender an unconditional apology. They must withdraw all the products insulting our national flag immediately. She went further on to say that if this is not done, we will not grant Indian visas to any Amazon official. We will also rescind the visas issued earlier. Well, roughly 4 hours after Sushma Swaraj's tweets, the offensive products were removed from Amazon's catalogue. Now, Amazon's portal in Canada sells doormats fashioned around other national flags, but under Indian law, any dissertation of the flag is punishable with fines and imprisonment. And a look at what all events are scheduled for the day. Let's take a look in the day ahead. Trinamool Congress MP Sudeep Bandyopadhyay will be produced in a special CBI court in Bhubaneswar today. On 10th of January, the court had remanded the Trinamool Congress MP in CBI custody for 3 days. He was arrested from Kolkata for his alleged connections with the Rose Valley Group, which cheated the people to the tune of about 17,000 crore rupees in different states. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Paneerselvam will visit the Andhra Pradesh capital Amravati today for talks with his counterpart N. Chandrababu Naidu over sharing of Telugu Ganga water. Last week, Paneerselvam wrote a letter to Chandrababu Naidu seeking release of the water to Chennai from the Telugu Ganga project. On the suggestion of Chandrababu, Paneerselvam is said to be visiting Amravati for further discussions on this subject. Well, this is the first time that the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu will be in Andhra Pradesh for a discussion on the Telugu Ganga water, as previously they were confined only to writing letters. A Bangladesh court will hear the graft cases against former Prime Minister and BNP chief Khalida Zia, in which she could be jailed for life if found guilty. In 2008, the Anti-Corruption Commission had filed the Zia Orphanage Trust graft case against 6, including Zia and her son, where it is alleged that the defendants had embezzled 21 million Bangladeshi currency from funds which were meant for the trust, which reportedly came from a foreign bank. Well, we'll slip into a very short break here. We'll be back with more news. Don't go anywhere.
You are still not seen as a heavyweight politician of the BJP.
I cannot be as effective as those people who have got 50 members or 30 members.
If you're not loud, you are not heard inside the assembly, you are not heard by the people.
Simply by shouting, the point is not driven home. The purpose of the reasoning, that is important.
People have already started saying that the party has not given you your due.
We have to bring in the younger people. The elder people will play their role.
Watch to the point with the sole BJP legislator in Kerala Assembly, O. Raja Gopal, only on Rajya Sabha television.
Art arisen from a multi-hued cultural canvas. Tradition and cultural fervour dating back centuries. And encircling them all, there's a magic that awes. Embrace your nation's brilliant human warmth. Watch Colours of India, Sundays at 9:30 p.m. on Rajya Sabha television.
Welcome back. A big story coming in from Jammu and Kashmir. Well, the army has again successfully foiled an infiltration attempt in Poonch sector of Jammu and Kashmir on Wednesday by killing 2 terrorists across the line of control. Well, the troops present along the LOC detected a movement of 2 terrorists along the Betar Nala in the wee hours on Tuesday and engaged them with the heavy automatic fire. While one terrace was eliminated by the afternoon of 10th of January, the second one was eliminated on Wednesday. Now to some election-related news. Well, BJP's Central Election Committee met on Wednesday night to finalize the party's candidates for Punjab and Goa Assembly elections. Well, the party is likely to announce their names today. The crucial meeting was attended by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Party President Amit Shah, Union Ministers Rajnath Singh, Arun Jaitley, M. Venkaiah Naidu and Anant Kumar. Well, as a part of the alliance with the Akali Dal, the BJP will field 23 candidates in the 117-member Punjab Assembly that goes to polls in a single phase on 4th of February. And in Goa, BJP is likely to contest all the 40 seats alone. Well, the party's Central Election Panel is likely to meet again on 15th of January next to name the candidates for the Uttar Pradesh elections. News from Uttar Pradesh. Well, Mulayam Singh Yadav on Wednesday addressed the Samajwadi Party workers at SP headquarters in Lucknow. Well, the party patriarch asserted that the Samajwadi Party will not be allowed to split. However, the impasse between the father and son over who controls the party and its party symbol continues.
Insisting that his party won't split despite his talks with Akhilesh Yadav failing to produce a truce, Samajwadi Party patriarch Mulayam Singh Yadav claimed that his supporters are not forming another party or changing its symbol.
वो पूरा का पूरा देश का अब मेरे पास क्या है मेरे पास आप लोग हैं हम लोग आजीवन रहेंगे कार्यकर्ता हमने पूरा भरोसा है कि पार्टी की पार्टी को सम्राट मुलायम सिंह अपनी पुत्र मुलायम सिंह देखा अपनी कर रहे हो न तो समाजवादी पार्टी नाम बन रही है जी और नाम बन रही है।
Mulayam said he had founded the party during the emergency years in the 70s when his son was just 2 years old. He also blamed his cousin and close Akhilesh aide Ram Gopal Yadav for instigating a split, even as he remains soft on his son. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav continued to meet senior leaders and party workers at his official residence. His supporters are busy crafting the election strategy.
कुछ लोग नेताजी के अगल बगल नेताजी को भड़काने का काम कर रहे हैं, दिग्भ्रमित करने का काम कर रहे हैं। नेताजी अपनी विरासत सौंप चुके हैं। 2012 में जब अखिलेश जी ने रथ यात्रा इतनी लंबी चलाई थी और पूर्ण बहुमत लेके आए तो नेताजी ने कहा था कि मैं आज ये पार्टी युवाओं को समर्पित कर रहा हूं और उसी कड़ी के तहत माननीय हमारे शीर्ष नेतृत्व ने मिल बैठकर अखिलेश जी को मुख्यमंत्री बना दिया था।
On the ground, however, Samajwadi Party supporters appeared puzzled even as they continued to express support for the rival factions. The Election Commission will hold its first meeting on the dispute related to the party's symbol, the bicycle and the leadership on Friday. Both factions led by Mulayam Singh Yadav and Akhilesh Yadav have rebutted each other's claims on the control of the party and its election symbol.
At a time when election strategy should be finalized and supporters should be galvanized, the Samajwadi Party's battle for symbol is also not over. Even if the two warring factions put up a united front, it would be difficult to douse the dissent that has escalated within the party cadre. Reporting from Lucknow with camera person Shiv Kumar, I'm Kriti Mishra for Rajya Sabha Television.
On to some other news now. We all know that air pollution in India is really bad, but now a Greenpeace India report published on Wednesday says that as many as 1.2 million deaths take place every year due to air pollution in India. Well, the report titled Airpocalypse lists Delhi as India's most polluted city. Well, the report is based on information obtained through online reports and also right-to-information applications from state pollution control boards across India and the assessments of the air quality performed in 168 cities across 24 states and union territories. But it claims that none of the 168 cities assessed complies with the air quality standards prescribed by the WHO. The report further adds that the number of deaths in India caused by air pollution is only a fraction less than the number of deaths caused by tobacco usage. It also says that 3% of the GDP is lost due to air pollution. Well, a big cause of concern there. And now let's take a look at what else is making news across the country and nationwide. Khanderi, the second Kalvari-class submarine, has been launched at the Masgaon dock in Mumbai this morning. Well, the Minister of State for Defence, Subhash Bamre, has presided over the function to initiate the launch. 6 submarines are being built at MDL in tie-up with the DCNS of France. Till December 2017, the submarine will undergo rigorous tests and under trials. 2 Trinamool Congress activists were killed on Wednesday, while 3 others were seriously injured when miscreants opened fire at them inside the party office at Kharagpur in West Midnapur district. The 3 injured persons are undergoing treatment at Midnapur Medical College and Hospital. A probe has been launched. However, no one has been arrested so far. Opposition disrupted the proceedings of Jammu and Kashmir Assembly and staged a walkout from the House. They are demanding the constitution of a judicial commission to probe deaths in the Kashmir during the 5-month-long unrest. Well, opposition parties, including the National Conference and the Congress, rejected the announcement of Chief Minister Mehbooba Mufti for setting up of special investigation teams at district levels to probe such deaths. It was for the 4th day that the opposition held on to its demands. Portuguese Prime Minister Antonio Costa is on a 2-day visit to Goa, and he met Chief Minister Lakshmikant Parsekar on Wednesday. Costa has roots in Goa, which remained under Portuguese rule for nearly 450 years. The Portuguese Prime Minister also held talks with the Chief Minister, focusing on ties in tourism, science, oceanography, language and heritage. Costa will be visiting his ancestral home in Margao today. And India and Kenya signed 2 agreements in the fields of agriculture during the visit of Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta to New Delhi. Well, India announced a $100 million line of credit to Kenya for agricultural merchandisation after talks between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Kenyan President. Both the sides also agreed to deepen economic cooperation and expansion of bilateral trade as a priority, exploiting opportunities in healthcare, tourism, information technology, agriculture, as well as energy.
I am keen to increase the volume and values of our exports to India through shifting its export base from agriculture and mineral-based raw products to value-added manufacturing products, and we are seeking partnership with India in technology transfer to increase our capacity to add value to our natural products. I did also indicate to the Prime Minister that there are numerous investment opportunities in Kenya, particularly in agro-industries, and Kenya is establishing special economic zones in Mombasa.
Broad-based and wide-ranging cooperation in agriculture and food security is our shared priority. We are collaborating to raise agriculture productivity in Kenya. The line of credit agreement of $100 million signed for agriculture mechanization would open a new dimension of engagement. Long-term arrangement with Kenya for production and import of pulses is being explored and discussed. We would also be happy to share best practices in organic farming with Kenyan farmers.
On to the big international story now. Well, just 9 days before he enters the White House as the 45th President of the United States of America, well, Donald Trump addressed a news conference on Wednesday, where he finally conceded that he believes that Russia did meddle in the U.S. election. However, he categorically rejected media claims that Russia had compromising information on him, saying that the allegations may have been leaked by US intelligence agencies. The president-elect also emphasized that his political opponents were trying to undermine his presidency.
As far as hacking, I think it was Russia, but I think we also get hacked by other countries and other people.
US President-elect Donald Trump saying for the first time that Russia was responsible for hacking ahead of the election. But he rejected reports that Moscow acted to help him win. Trump also denied claims that Russia had damaging information about the president-elect's business interests and evidence of his private life, including claims of using prostitutes at a hotel in Moscow.
I think it's a disgrace that information would be let out. I saw the information, I read the information outside of that meeting. It's all fake news, it's phony stuff. It didn't happen.
Donald Trump also addressed questions about his relationship with Russian President Vladimir Putin. He made his remarks in his first news conference as president-elect.
If Putin likes Donald Trump, I consider that an asset, not a liability, because we have a horrible relationship with Russia. Russia can help us fight ISIS, which, by the way, is #1 tricky.
During the press conference, Trump insisted on moving speedily to replace Obamacare. He also pledged a swift action on building a wall along the border with Mexico and nominating a new Supreme Court justice.
Obamacare is the Democrats' problem. We are going to take the problem off the shelves for them. We're doing them a tremendous service by doing it. We could sit back and let them hang with it. We are doing the Democrats a great service.
Trump also said that he had formally handed complete and total control of his business empire to his sons to avoid any conflict of interest. On 20th of January, Trump will be formally inaugurated as America's next president, replacing Barack Obama in the White House. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV. That's all we could pack in this half an hour of Bulletin. Thanks for watching. Have a great day ahead.